everyone, it's Annalisa from In the Hidden Kingdom, and welcome. In today's video, I've been guided to do something a little bit different that I don't usually do. So I'm just going to flow with it. So I want to talk about how I began writing poems in the beginning stages of my twin flame journey, which started back in 2020. So like everyone else, the divine feminine goes into separation, and I went into separation, I would say probably 6-7 months after I met my divine masculine back in 2020. And the only thing that saved me was I was guided to write poems. And I had gone through, of course, like everyone else, the dark night of the soul. And I remember coming home from work and I was guided to just start writing poems, and they came out of nowhere. And I was never one to write poems. I had never written a poem in my entire life. So this was all very new to me. But I remember coming home from work and sitting down and just beginning to write poems. And they were very, very short poems. And I was guided to share them online on Facebook, and that is what I did. So tonight I was guided, as I was beginning to think about what I wanted to share a video, I was guided to share a poem that I wrote. So I'm just going to go with it. And what you see in this video is a poem that I wrote not that long ago that I shared on Facebook. So there is definitely a message behind this. So as you can see, I'm just going to read it. The poem is: a love intertwined above the sky blue brings you back, a love true, words unspoken, a soul chosen, adrift into it already knew. Wow. So just a little backstory with my poems. When I wrote the poems, I was just writing. I didn't really know what I was writing, believe it or not, and I would just share what I wrote. I never really read too much into it, and it all came to me all at once that I was going to use my poems into affirmation cards. And I actually used the affirmations into my twin flame course, My Soul's Journey, that was developed a few months ago. I picked out probably, I'm going to say 30 some, or maybe 30 some, maybe a little bit more affirmations. So the poems that I wrote, I turned them into affirmations, and I used part of my poems as an introduction to the content that I used in my twin flame course, My Soul's Journey. And it all just came to me all at once, and it fit perfectly with my course, because I realized that all the poems that I wrote actually are poems that are geared towards aligning with your soul. And I just didn't know that when I wrote the poem. So that's how mystical this whole journey is, because you don't know where the path is going to lead you. And I just kind of went with the flow. And as I began aligning to my soul, of course, the poems became easier and easier. But like I said, I never knew they would end up in a course, nor did I ever knew that I was going to be a twin flame coach. So yeah, so I want to just go into this message a little bit, because in this poem that I'm sharing with all of you, we know that yes, this is a love intertwined from above. We know that this is a divine connection. This is not just a normal 3D relationship, right? We know that it's so much more than that. This journey is so incredibly beautiful because it is intertwined. You and your divine masculine are intertwined as one, and it brings you back to a love, right, that is absolutely true, because it's even deeper than just love. It's an unconditional love that you have for your person. Words unspoken. Yeah, that's why the telepathy is so strong. You don't even have to exchange words. You already know what your masculine is thinking, and they know what you're thinking. And because you are the spiritual advanced one, right, the telepathy is so strong, and you can sit next to your person and you already know what they're thinking. That's why when you meet your divine masculine, it's like coming home to yourself, right? You feel such at home when you meet your person. It's so easy to be with your person because they are you, right? And a soul chosen, right? Yeah, it's one soul. It's one soul that's chosen, right? Because it is a divine connection, a drift into it already knew. It already knew, yeah, this is a soul contract. And it already knew that you were going to meet your person. You just didn't know when it was going to happen, but the soul already knew it was time for you to meet. So what a beautiful message that for some reason I was guided to share this to all of you, that this is a divine exchange, a love that is so deep, so unconditional, that it is one soul, and it already knew it was going to meet. The soul knew when it was going to meet, and the love will always be there because you are one. In this journey, you are one. You can never separate energetically. So the message here is that a love that has always been and will always be. So just remember that this journey is way above what any of us can really understand. And it's all about coming back to who you are, to your authentic version of you. They came in to awaken you. They came in to set you free, just like that dove in the picture. They came in to open up that cage and set you free to a love that is intertwined, a love that will always be. And you, Divine Feminine, you hold the keys. Your soul always knew that this was going to happen. So continue to work on you. Continue to go inwards. Continue to really trust in your soul. Trust in the unconditional love that you have for your divine masculine, which is actually the love that you have for yourself, right? We know that this love is beyond the normal love that you've known on this planet. The love that you have for your person is unconditional, a love that can never be broken, a love that is intertwined from above, intertwined with your creator and intertwine with your whole being. So just loving yourself unconditionally. And as you do that, the journey shifts. That is when your divine masculine can actually have space to come back in their authentic version as well, is when you step into your own authentic version. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this different version of sharing a message. But since I was guided, I wanted to share this this short poem that I wrote a little while back, and I knew there was a reason for it, so I just wanted to go with it. So yeah, I hope this resonated with you all. If you need more help, feel free to go on my website, inthehiddenkingdom.com. I still have my promotion going on for my course until the end of the month, where when you purchase the course, you get a free session. Sending you all so much love.